Hello and welcome to Alex's Tech Guides. This video is going to be a little bit different than most of my videos. It's not going to be a tech tutorial. Instead, in this video I'm going to be unboxing the Acer Swift 3. So I'm going to do a quick unboxing, give you a little bit of an overview, and some of my personal first impressions. So let's get started. Now I've already opened it, so if we come around, it's actually on this side. The seal is already broken here, so we can pop it open. Once you get inside the box, the first thing you'll see is this little support pamphlet. Gives you the number to call if you need support, as well as the support website, and that's about it. It's in English and French, but I'm in Canada. So if you were in the US, it would be a little bit different. Next, this is the laptop itself, but next we'll come over here to this little box, which comes with a hole so you can pick it up easily. Inside here is the power adapter. So this power adapter is fairly slim and small in size. The actual brick of it is just on the end where it plugs into the wall, and then it's just a barrel connector at a right angle, and it comes all wrapped up nice and neat like that. So then we get on to the laptop. It comes wrapped in this nice thick foam, so if you're ordering it online, you do not have to worry about this getting damaged in shipping. This is really sturdy stuff. So let's just put this aside for a moment. In the bottom of the box here we have the FCC documentation about proper disposal and whatnot. We have the Swift 3 Quick Start Guide. So my specific model is the SF314-55-52FB. So mine is equipped with an i5-8250U, the Intel HD integrated graphics, 8 gigs of RAM, a 256 gigabyte SSD, and backlit keyboard, lots of other features, but we'll get into that once I take the laptop out. And here we have the instruction manual, and it's international, so it's all the languages. So now we can put this stuff back in the box and just set the box aside. So the laptop itself here, we can get out of the foam. And then it comes in this nice cloth bag. It's certainly not meant for carrying the laptop, but it is pretty nice considering it's just packing materials. So we can take that off, put it to the side, and then here's the laptop. It's still wrapped in a plastic bag within the cloth bag. And then here it is. So the laptop itself has a nice aluminum finish on the outside, same on the bottom, all aluminum, the sides. It's pretty thin, wow. I'm coming from a Lenovo ThinkPad T510, so that's from 2010. So it was really thick and heavy. This is super lightweight too. And I can see here that there's cloth inside protecting the keyboard. So let's pop it open. There's also a sticker over the Acer logo on top. And once we're inside, yep, cloth protecting the keyboard. And here's the laptop. So I actually really like this. I wasn't sure about it when I saw it in the store. But the laptop, if you get the light to catch it the right way, it actually has Swift kind of embossed into the hinge here. The hinge is one of the only parts of this that isn't aluminum, it's just plastic, but because it says Swift there, it actually looks pretty nice. So it comes with all the regular stickers and stuff on it. You know, you got one that tells you all the features, IPS display, 12-hour battery, fingerprint scanner, certified for Skype for Business, whatever that means, and narrow bezel, which actually it looks really nice. The screen on this thing, the bezels are super small, like in comparison to my finger. Yeah, they're really small. And then you have your webcam up top and several microphones. It does not have Windows Hello facial recognition, but You have a fingerprint scanner down here that you just rest your finger on, so it's not a huge deal. Next we can move to the trackpad. It's fairly large considering the size of the device. Like, there is plenty of room on this thing. I would call the click fine. It's not my favorite, but I'm pretty picky about the click personally, so you might like it just fine. I have found, I've used this laptop for a day now, but I have found that the trackpad can be a little bit sticky to move your finger around. Sometimes I find my finger doesn't quite want to move, but really it's been quite a good experience as far as trackpads are concerned, and I'm super happy with it, especially the size. Next we'll move to the keyboard. So if we put it sideways here, there's not a whole lot of flex to it. It doesn't really move. The laptop as a whole is pretty sturdy. There's some play in the top of the display here, but not very much. I would call that pretty good. As for typing, so far my experience has been pretty good. It does come in an ISO and ANSI enter key style. There's two different keyboard styles. So ISO has the tall enter key, that's both of these keys, while I here have an ANSI, which is one long enter key. Personally, I prefer ANSI, but I mean, it's up to you, and just look for the model that's right for you. Finally, if we boot it up here, it does have a backlit keyboard. It's kind of hard to see right now, but the Windows key especially is pretty bright. Some of the keys, like Home and End or Print Screen up here, I don't think you'll be able to see it on camera very well. Oh, you can see it on Home and End. The H of Home is not lit very well because the backlight comes from the middle of the key and it can't get all the way out to the H of Home. Anyway, if we move on to the laptop here, the fingerprint scanner is snappy and recognizes you very easily. Then we have the trackpad, which is very responsive. I actually really like this wallpaper it comes with by default, but obviously you can customize your own. And I would say that's pretty much all the features. It has a 1080p screen, super nice to look at. I've never had a full HD display on a laptop before. It's a very nice feature. By default it comes at 150% scaling. I turned it down to 125 because I found at 150 things were just a little bit blurry because they were blown up so much. So that's my overview of the Acer Swift 3. I would say it's a very nice mid-range laptop. It's not high-end, but it's definitely not budget, and it feels very premium for the price due to the aluminum body, large trackpad, 1080p display, and I didn't even talk about the I/O, but the I/O is very solid, especially considering I/O on many other laptops these days. So you have the barrel connector for charger. Then next to it you have HDMI. You have your first USB 3.0 port. Your second one, which has this little USB battery symbol. When the laptop is in sleep mode or even shut down, you can plug your phone charger in there and it'll charge it, which is a super nice feature. I had that on my last laptop, really appreciated it. Next up we have USB Type-C. So that's always good, especially in a world that's moving towards USB Type-C. A headphone jack, which isn't a given, so that's really nice. And then if we come over to this side of the laptop, you have an SD card slot, which is pretty cool. And finally, another USB 2.0 port, as well as a Kensington lock, but who cares about the Kensington lock? So, all in all, very good laptop. So far, would definitely recommend. The only thing I'd watch out for is some people originally had problems where when they would put the laptop to sleep and then open it back up, it would not turn on at all, and they had to send it in to get support. It comes with software called Acer Care something. Like I was saying, the laptop comes with a piece of software called Acer Care Center, and that'll tell you what version of the BIOS you have. You want to make sure it's more than 1.07, because below 1.07 there's an issue where put it to sleep, open it up, press the power button, nothing will happen. You have to send it in to get the BIOS updated by the manufacturer. So if it comes and it has 1.06, I would recommend looking into updating your BIOS to at least 1.07. So that's all for this review, overview, and my impressions. I like it a lot. Thank you very much for watching, and let me know in the comments if you like this unboxing as opposed to a tech tutorial like I usually do.